faster. You can skip all of this too.
It's still really weird the diagonal running in FF8, how it works better with the turbo controller.
Huh.
Not that the turbo has anything to do with it, but just the way the analog stick is on that controller, the diagonal running works better. Maybe there's more. Maybe that has a 16-bit analog stick.
What do you mean? It only points in certain directions? 'Cause I know I had some PS2 controllers that the analog stick was actually like a D-pad where you can only hold up, left, down. You can't do like 360 motion. You start walking this way and you try to move it. All of a sudden you just go diagonally.
It's only 8 instead of 16.
Yeah.
PS2
normal just 16. That's why I run with. But I use the L and R buttons just to rotate my camera, so I'm always running 99 or diagonal to the camera. The best ones are like right in the beginning because you can go for the fire counter really easily now without getting an encounter.
Listen to my story.
Or a lot easier. When you're getting to the beach, maybe you would only one encounter.
Maybe our last chance.
Yeah, it seems to not work quite as well with the DualShock for some reason.
I try to do some kind of strats where you fight the beach first and then go fight Ifrit, but it doesn't seem to work too good. That you can't really do refining until after Ifrit anyways.
So it's been a while since we mentioned it, but you are watching Crystals for Life 2014.
Hey,
if you're watching on Twitch TV, you can go visit us at crystalsforlife.ca, where you can find more information about the marathon, including the schedule, information about the runners, the charity, and the sale over at theyeti.com. We are benefiting JDRF, the world's #1 juvenile diabetes research foundation. And if you want to know just a little bit more about JDRF, JDRF has a three-pronged approach to research: cure, treat, and prevent. Curing involves trying to find ways to restoring a person's insulin-producing capability and/or halting or reversing the body's misguided autoimmune attack on the pancreas. Treating is trying to develop new therapies that optimize blood sugar control and treating the complications of type 1 diabetes. And prevention involves therapies that stop the disease before it damages the pancreas or stop the underlying cause of type 1 diabetes.
Yeah, I know this guy. He's the Via Infinito.
You can actually move forward during this end of this cutscene. Free steps without getting an encounter.
Every step counts, as we have seen earlier.
See this leave. He has to do his lawn animation.
Still fulfills a purpose, but animation is much longer than a basic attack.
Yeah, the last time I skipped a behemoth there to try to avoid heave, I ended up not getting a good encounter.
I am the
in the
summoner.
dome.
Your
That ended up
eyes.
forcing like 2 extra
You
encounters.
have Lady Yuna go to.
It's totally not worth it.
So we are a little bit short on donations right now, and I was looking through the tracker to see what people can donate towards. And most of the remaining challenges have been met. There's only a couple more that haven't been met so far.
Use my life.
So just a quick overview. SirVG singing the Final Fantasy Classic song is coming up after Wild Arms 4, which is in the morning. That's the next donation incentive that really needs help. It's at $17 out of 500. Past that, the Chrono Cross best ending is at 330 out of 500. And then there's some Legend of Mana stuff. View opening cutscene and voice act the final scene are both at none out of 200 and 300. But other than that, pretty much all of the challenges have been met. If you're donating and you're not sure what to put your money towards, since most of these have been met, of course, the Everything's Better with Magitech hasn't been met for Final Fantasy VI. 100% was met, so that is now open for donation. And besides that, if you go to the tracker, you can check out all of the naming incentives that are still available. And oh my god, I just checked, and the Phantom Train Suplex hasn't been met either.
Really?
Are you? That's very surprising. That's at $228 out of 1,000. But that is on Sunday, so there's a bit more time for that one. But we are running lower on the number of challenges left, so when you're donating, if you want to check out the tracker at crystalsforlife.ca, there's a link to the tracker page over on the right about halfway down. And if you click the bids link, you can see everything you can put your money towards right now.
No! There's use only then. I need it. I don't.
It's the guy from Kilika. Use a shining gem.
It's a little bit more interesting
Thank you. Fine.
than non-New Game
Braska,
Plus.
You knew. Yes, but
Game Plus is so easy.
I have come. I will defeat Sid. Please.
She had a good Shuyin fight too, and him too. Got the limit off before he attacked me. Well, he hit me. He just did a regular attack. He didn't use his limit break.
Are the problem here too? I was expect. You can ask for.
Did he actually trigger the save point?
Yeah.
I heard the noise.
Probably should have just saved it after this instead of before. Oh well. It's Tetris time. I gotta avoid this one. Oh,
I was just wondering.
oops.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I was thinking one ahead.
no one saw that.
It's understandable.
It's really easy to make a mistake in here,
Yeah.
whether it's mental or just
It's like
hitting the wrong
it's
tile.
9 hours into the run too.
Honestly, it's almost easier to make mistakes in here once you start speedrunning it. You have to remember all of the patterns in your head.
Yeah.
Know which pattern you're doing.
I'm like, he has 2 of the upper left and 1 lower right.
Yeah, I was thinking of the third one. I didn't lose that much time on this.
Baseball.
Blooper reel.
Making noise for you.
Yeah, it'd be in the blooper reel right behind the Pokemon run.
Unfortunately, you can't take the Besaid Sphere yet. Unless you take the Kilika Sphere in the middle of it. But you can't pull out the Besaid Sphere until after you do all 4 of the others. No, that's not. This is your paralyzed in this game.
So yeah, you might have memories of this boss being really trolly and bad and casual. Here you have the nice added effect of it filling Riku's overdrive gauge for you.
It's actually more fun in the segmented run because you actually use Lulu and have her evade the attack, and then have her attack. Instead of actually hitting her with the Moogle, she just like backhand slaps it with her dangle.
Yeah, because the normal path that her weapon would follow, which it walks up to the enemy and just kind of whaps it, is unavailable. So she uses a much shorter animation.
This isn't...
It is what you see, Lord...
You mean...
But Lady Yunalesque, the summoner and the final Aeon will join powers. Go to her now. Inside, the lady awaits.
What I wonder about that
Auron. Yes.
is why he's
If I had told you
even
the
there.
truth, would that
Because if
really
you
have
think
stopped me
about
from
it,
coming?
he would have been Sin at one point.
I'm not...
Kimari goes first. Yuna is safe. Kimari protect.
Like he's a reflection. He's not there in the sense that Yunalesque is. That's a good point.
Well, Lord Jisco came out of the Far Plains when he was when they were at the Far Plane earlier. So he could have just tried to come back like Jisco did. Assuming that Lord Zayan was murdered, but I don't think that's the case.
Although Jisco wasn't actually the faith for a final Aeon.
Yeah.
You have completed your
You
pilgrimage.
can actually move Titus there for a couple seconds at the beginning of that cutscene, but it doesn't let you move off the
final
screen,
summoning.
unfortunately.
Will be yours. Now, choose
This part is actually
to become
one of the things that makes the HD version a lot longer,
the bond
because
between husband.
it
If
makes
that bond is
all
1,000
this
years
text
ago,
that's
I
skippable
chose
in
my
this version,
husband
it makes it
Zayan as my
unskippable
faith.
in the HD version for
Our
some reason.
bond, there is nothing. You will soon be free. For once you call forth, death is the up.
And this is skippable text that actually does save time.
It is not. If I turn, would you have some others? But this is the
But for the
make
HD
me the
version,
faith. I've been doing.
for
My dream is. I wanted to make that
Oh.
show him the. But now I know I'm never gonna see him again. So.
although to
I'll
be
fight.
fair,
And
it's
maybe
kind of
my-
grounded to
Don't-
their heads that it's a
there
good
may be
thing to
another-
do, so
Believe me. I ain't getting any
you
younger.
believe in something from birth.
What?
It's
Sorry.
kind of hard to
Bruscus,
cast that
guardian
aside,
Well, look. What do you?
unless drama happens, as it has in this game, and its plotline.
But there's always. It's worth. I understand. I'll find. Trust me. I'll think of something.
Viking Kara Sleeper.
What, you got
If one of
me?
that still won't change
No, I
anything,
didn't.
you know?
With the Viking helmet.
You bring the cloud, and then what? That won't break the cycle.
Gotta wash those golden locks.
Listen, you want to defeat Sin and keep Yuna alive. You don't want Sin to come back, yeah? That is just not gonna happen, brother, you know?
If you want every... But
Now you...
I give up. So what would an adult do then? They know they can just throw away a summoner. Then they can do whatever they like. You're right. I might not even have a chance. But no way am I gonna just stand here and let Yuna go. And what Oren said about there being a way, I think it's true.
You'll think of something?
Yes. I'll go on. She's got...
You...
I don't know.
This is where they
This
learn
is
about
my
Orin,
story.
isn't it? After in Unilessa's scene?
It'll go the way I
Huh?
want it.
Where they learn about
Or I'll
Orin
end it
in the
here.
Unilessa's scene?
Yeah.
Wait. You say it's your story, but it's my story too, you know?
Well, of course it is Yuna. It's Yuna's story.
It's always Yuna's story. This is the universe. Final Fantasy universe.
But I know I can't. What I do.
I wonder if all the FF7 names are gonna end up being Yuna.
I know. I was just thinking that.
It's better to be all be Yuna than it be like they name each after each other.
It's not as big a deal though
Yeah, because I think
in
in the
FF7.
menu you actually see the pictures.
Yeah, you do there. I remember that more distinctly.
Dude, start naming them all Yuna. That'd be
That
impossible.
would be the biggest troll ever.
We would have to add an hour.
I would lose like 20 minutes just for information changes.
It'd be the most epic run, though.
So that's sin is an inevitable.
But some...
Will humanity...
This cannot be. The teaching state.
Okay, so we need to get out with the Yuna.
Where is the
Nice.
sense in all this? Braska believed in Yevon's teachings and died for them. Jack believed in Braska and gave his life for him.
They choke.
There's still a few Yunas.
There's the Orin dying scene.
Actually, I'll go put my the ones that I had choice for. I'll put those on Fiesel for Cloud.
120, I think he had. So if the trolls want to get in for Yuna and Cloud, that's going to be a little harder to do now.
Without hope, they would drown in their sorrow. Now choose.
I still like for Cloud a name that didn't win a while back.
Who will be the one
Claude.
to renew Spira's
Claude?
hope?
C-L-A-U-D-E.
No, CLOD.
C-L-O-D, oh, okay.
Ironically, you don't fight Proud Claude though with Midgar skip.
I would have gladly died. I live for the people of Spira, and would have gladly died for them. But no
Yeah.
more. The final summoning is a false tradition.
Dang it,
That is true.
No.
I haven't practiced the
So
the
they
Midgar section. I mean, I will once I go back to the Japanese version.
My father wanted to make Spiro's sorrow go away, not just cover it up with lies.
sorrow can.
My father, I loved him. So I will live with my sorrow. I will live my own life. I will defeat sorrow in his place. I will stand my ground and be strong. I don't know when it will be, but someday I will conquer it. And I will do it without false hope.
You would. Well, I will free you. It is better for you.
It's funny that they used that speech for the trailer for HD version with her new face. And her face looks so much better in this version.
Or live and fight your sorrow. Now is the time to shape
She has
your
absolutely
story.
no emotion in the HD
Your
version.
fate is in your hands.
Yuna needs Kimari. Kimari protect Yuna.
Well, I'm fighting.
I can't believe we're gonna fight Lady Yunalesca.
The Thunderball.
Give me a break.
You already fought Seymour.
You can always run.
Ha! I'd never forgive myself. No way. Not if I ran away now. Even in death, yeah?
Trying to find them all?
My thoughts
There was
exactly.
2 50s and a 20, I believe. Oh, is there more now?
Yeah. There were a few more
This is our story.
that weren't quite as
Now
big, I
let's see
think,
this thing through
for
together.
the most part. There were like 5 or 6, I think.
Now let's see if I get lucky and have Yunalesca hit Riku with Kiraga. Pretty much a 1/6 chance. 1/3 chance of oh wait. 50% chance of using Kiraga instead of Riku. And then 1/3 chance of hitting Riku. I'm pretty sure it's an even chance for everything. Good zombie land.
Yeah, Mega Death.
There's a 1 in 256 chance of zombie not landing with Hellbiter, which is bad. And oh well.
Overkill. Wasn't Lady Yunalesca unsent?
Yeah.
So she's still not dead, then, technically speaking. Because she was already dead to begin with.
To find undead.
If I and would
Then we'll.
food, even if there were you, Yevon.
I guess killing
It's been
her
wrong,
sends
Dodo.
her somehow.
Yeah, twice.
4 times.
I think the. Yeah,
And is okay. Bless Bracer. No zombie
Let's do
strike
some-
weapon.
Destroy sin, so it won't come back. And
Oh
without
God! while you're playing the battle, you'll be dancing at the same time.
I don't know how just yet, but I'll find out.
Did you say Sen Revolution? Yeah.
Summoner Hero Pilgrimage Tour.
We must. There's something.
I know.
I am. You and
I think.
when Brosk, I came back, but she's somehow I made, but my strength left me. I told him about. I've been wandering. Don't make that face. Being dead.